New York Yankees travel to Baltimore, where Cashner has had 10 of his last 10 games go under the total. Will that continue today? We'll see. Hey everyone, it's Phi Farley. It's July 10th. It's Tuesday, and we got a big slate of games to get to. I'm going to break down two games for you. I only got one pick though, and it's not going to be the Baltimore-New York game. I got a different one for you here coming in a second because I have nothing but question marks as we approach that pitch at 4:05 this afternoon. First, let me say thank you to subscribers. I appreciate it. New subscribers, welcome. Second, want to say yesterday was a win, but very, very close, tight win. San Francisco cannot get runners across the plate. It took them 10 innings to get the 2-1 win. They were out hitting the Cubs, but they just could not score the runs. So I'm glad I ended up with a win. It was on the right side. It just shouldn't have been so close. But anyway, ended up with a win there. So we'll chalk that up, move on to today. All right, so first want to break down this game. This is because it's fascinating to me. We got Tanaka back off the DL. It's been about a month since he's pitched. Since June 8th was his last start. And he's going against Cashner for Baltimore. Cashner's been pitching really well. If you were to break down like his last 5 starts, he's got a sub 3 ERA. I should probably look that up. It's not going to be my pick, so I'm not going to go too much into detail on it. But if you'll see his last 30 days, he's been pitching very, very well. What's interesting is he gets no love. He gets no run support. He's only won 3 of his last 10 starts. The Orioles have only won, even though he's been pitching well. And every one of those losses have been by 2 or more runs. So you could take the run line against him, and you would have won 7 out of the 10 times. Meanwhile, Tanaka is on the opposite side. He's won 8 of the last 10. The Yankees have won 8 of 10, and he would have won 8 of those 10 with the run line. And what's interesting, 7 of those 10 went over as well for Tanaka. They went over. Cashner's all have gone under. Now they meet today in Baltimore. Cashner's been pitching phenomenal, and I've always told you this when I've capped Baltimore, they get their runs via the home run. Well, Tanaka's Achilles heel is he gives up the home run. He's given up 10 home runs in his last 6 starts, including one against Baltimore, in which he went 5 innings and gave up 3 home runs in 5 innings. Adam Jones is hitting .411 against him with 3 or 4 bombs. So it's going to be a really interesting dynamic. If I had to put any money on it, it would be actually on Cashner, just because of the value. Because I think this is a lot closer than a minus 230 for New York. However, if I wasn't to go on Baltimore's side, I'd probably take run line over on New York's side just because when they score in bunches, and they give Tanaka phenomenal run support. He could have pitched through his torn hamstring, and they still probably would have won by more than 1 run in each one of his games. But anyway, interesting game. Moving on to my pick for the day. So I got the Arizona Diamondbacks going to Colorado. 2 really good pitchers, but they're going to Coors Field, highest runs per game of any ballpark in the country, and in Canada, just to throw Toronto in there. We got Tyler Anderson going against Patrick Corbin. Arizona has eaten up Colorado, especially in Colorado. So they are 5 out of 6. They're 5-1 this year. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 3-0 in Colorado. One thing I really like is we take a look at Arizona, who has gone on and off as far as their offense goes. They're going to love this stretch in Colorado where they can put the ball out of the park. Same thing was happening. Their last stretch, they went to Colorado. Then they put in 9, 12, and 8 runs in their 3-game series in Colorado. So they're going to love going back to Coors Field here today. Nothing to knock on Tyler Anderson. He's given up 0 runs in his last 2 starts, 16 innings in those games, and that's fine. One of those was in L.A., but the one was at home against San Francisco, who is one of the bottom third hitting teams here as of late. So I'm not going to give too much weight to that. Meanwhile, his previous 2 starts against Miami and the Mets are also 2 of the bottom third teams, and they scored 4 and 3 runs just against Anderson. Overall, they scored 6 and 12 in those 2 games, and that's what I think we're going to see more today. So of his last 3 starts, we have 0 runs, and then 6 and 12 in the games against Colorado. So that's what I think we're going to get today with Arizona. Meanwhile, Patrick Corbin has been pitching fantastic. I will throw this out there, even though he has pitched fantastic, he has had struggles at Coors Field. So just to be aware of that. Even though he struggled with a 7+ ERA over the last 4 seasons, it doesn't equate to losses. He's still, I think, 2-1. But just looking at this season, he's had 3 straight quality starts, 1 and 0 runs, so 2 runs total in his last 3 starts. His last 30 days, he's got a 3.56 ERA. Opponents hitting just 243 against him. And on the road, even better, a 2.32 ERA and a 196 batting average. It's fantastic against him. So I'm going to back Arizona, getting the offense done, getting back to the winning ways. They're 3 of the last 10. They've won 3 of the last 10, so they're going to get back on the winning track. They're going to love to go to Colorado here. Colorado has been a hot team, but they've been playing on the road. They've won 8 of the last 10. 7 of those wins were all on the road. They have a much better road record. Matter of fact, check this out. This is kind of interesting as you look at home versus road. Let's pull this up. The Diamondbacks on the road, 24-18. Colorado at home, 18-22. Almost the opposite. The opposite of what you would think. So I'm taking the Diamondbacks today on the road. Let's see what we got for. We got 79% of the money on the Diamondbacks. We got 65% of the tickets on the Diamondbacks. Money has gone from -120 down to an even pick 'em, -110. So I'll take the -110 Arizona Diamondbacks. Good luck, everyone. See you again soon.